Hi, welcome to the 2024 public meeting for Route 66 State Park. I'm Park Superintendent Ed Schott. Our Assistant Superintendent Jonah Coakley and I are here in front of the Park Visitors Center, and we will tell you about some of our accomplishments, challenges, and future plans for the park. Here's Jonah.
Hi, my name is Jonah Coakley. I'm the Assistant Superintendent at Route 66 State Park. I'm going to start us off by talking a little bit about the history of the park. The park was started in 1999, but before that it was actually a little town called Times Beach. Times Beach was founded in 1925 when the St. Louis Times ran an advertisement. They were selling little plots of land along the Merrimack River, billed as beachfront communities, along with a 6-month subscription to their newspaper. And that's how the city of Times Beach got its starting. Now, the town went through a pretty major change in 1933 when the alignment of Route 66 was brought down from what is present-day Highway 100, or Manchester Road, about 20 minutes north of here, down south to what is present-day Watson Road, right through the city of Times Beach. And just a few years after that, in 1935, the Bridgehead Inn was built to cater to the drivers of Route 66. Now, a pretty big turning point in the town's history happened in the 70s when the city hired a guy to come out and spray down their dirt roads with used motor oil. They did that to bind up on all the dust that was getting in the air. But what the town did not know was that the motor oil being used was laced with dioxins. Dioxins being a very carcinogenic, harmful chemical. And in the 80s, the town had to be evacuated, and the EPA had to come in and initiate a remediation process. That involved a buyout of all the residents of Times Beach and of the Bridgehead Inn, which was just outside of the contamination area, but was no longer seeing any customers, given the nature of what was going on in the town right next to it. The remediation process went all the way from the 80s up until 1997, when the area was declared safe for public use. But the EPA had this land, and they turned it over to the state of Missouri, which announced that they were going to open a park. And that's exactly what happened. In 1999, the park, currently known as Route 66 State Park, was open to the public. And the old Bridgehead Inn now was the visitor center to the park. And that's where we're at today. This past year has been a busy one. We've had a visitor from every state in the U.S., as well as from every continent, excluding Antarctica. We've also had several updates to our visitor center's water line, with a lot of that being replaced by our Eastern construction crew. We had several successful running events in the park, including from Go St. Louis, the St. Louis Ultra Runners Group, and the Harvest Moon Run. We've had several scouting events in the park, including an Order of the Arrow honeysuckle removal, where scouts came out and helped us to remove invasive species from around our pavilions and from our hiking trails. We also had an Eagle Scout project just finish up. They built a new information kiosk at the head of our Outer Loop Trail. Upcoming from the point where I'm shooting this video, but an event that will have already happened by the time you're watching this, we have Operation Clean Stream coming out here at the end of August to help clean up some trash along the Merrimack River. We have a few upcoming events and projects in the park as well. In the near future, some returning events. We have the Harvest Moon Run happening on October 5th here at the park. We also have the Go St. Louis Half Marathon, and that'll be October 19th and 20th. Probably our biggest upcoming project will be the reopening of the Route 66 bridge. That project has been fully funded. We're now in the design phase of the project, and the target end date of that project will be end of year 2026. So when that bridge opens, it'll be open to pedestrians, both walkers and cyclists. and that 2026 end date will coincide pretty nicely with the 100-year anniversary of Route 66, the highway, which we'll be having a celebration for probably near the actual anniversary date of in November of 2026. More details to come as we near that date. We'll also be hosting a traveling exhibit from the Missouri History Museum in Jeff City, a traveling 100-year celebration of Highway 66 through Missouri. And with that, we're hoping to have some updates to our exhibit hall as well, with updated exhibits and displays.
Thank you for watching and attending our virtual public meeting presentation. Please feel free to share this link with your family and friends. We welcome your feedback, as this video will be posted until the end of the month. If you have any questions, you can reach out to Route 66 State Park at 636-938-7198 or at Route 66 State Park at dnr.mo.gov. You may also use the comments section to provide feedback focused on the operations of the park. If you have other questions or comments, you can email Mo State Parks at dnr.mo.gov. The park contact information is also listed in the video description for your convenience. Thanks to the citizens of Missouri, our state parks and historic sites are supported by 0.1% of the park's soils and water sales tax. This sales tax allows free access to Missouri's 93 state parks and historic sites. Remember, you're always welcome in Missouri State Parks.